Because let's just what universe?
Random universe.
Something that like we generally all have played. You know, that's why as much as it's not an easy game, perhaps it's
Ooh,
easy and
hell,
simple would
that's
be Dark
easy.
Souls. You spawn in, you get a weapon. Hopefully, you're able to learn how to use this weapon. You learn how to use it quick, or you die.
I still stand by my statement of Dark Souls. It's really easy to survive Dark Souls. Don't be the chosen one. Move on with life.
Don't do the chosen. Actually, I'd say Resident Evil. I think full-on Resident Evil, each and every one of us has a shot.
Yeah, I battle off on the Resident Evil universe, which continuity though, because as much as they're all the same,
They're not.
none of them are the same.
No. I'd say 1 through 3.
Where it's more like genuinely zombie. It's a virus that's spread through like bite and impalement and.
Yeah, I'm going to stop at 3 and not go into 4 because then you're going the Lost Plagueis route and stuff. But yeah.
Well, I mean, we just gotta fight and heal ourselves with weed.
The four of us,
Can't tell me.
counting the one off screen, the four of us, 3 of us are surviving. 2 of us are surviving. 2 of you are surviving.
So, I'm gonna assume that Josh and Brad are dying. Brad's getting himself killed through dumb reasons because I'm guessing from the look on his face, Josh just dies because of no insulin. Bruno sort of lives through power of sword until he gets drunk that one night and, like, doesn't barricade the door or something stupid.
No,
And that leaves me with the children. Great.
You heal off herbs. He's gonna go full space cadet on that one and just fucking involved.
So great, that leaves me with the children.
Okay, so she's not wrong. She broke that down pretty prevalently. Except in my universal breakdown, Bruno's the first to go. Optionally, dumbass. I'm not saying I'm any better. We're both gonna belligerently run out the door and start causing absolute chaos, and I'm pretty sure Josh is joining us. Cause
Josh is like, I only have a limited time to live anyways, I might as well have fun.
yeah, we don't have those restrictions. We don't have those civil moralities at that point in time. But yeah, I see Bruno going out first because he's gonna break his swords. Because I'm sorry, but he's gonna break his sword, go to proceed to punch something, and get swarmed. I'm gonna do something absolutely stupid and probably Paul Walker my way out of the universe. Josh, like you said, is dying out of insulin.
I'm gonna go to the police academy.
I'm gonna do the training incident in Nemesis where I just blow myself up.
I'm gonna go to the police academy.
My train, motherfucker.
Or the police station. And I'm gonna steal Kevlar.
I'm just gonna straight up not. Like, I'm gonna go out with a bang because that's just kind of fun.
I'm sorry, I've got the children. I don't get to do those things.
The children don't exist.
They don't not exist.
But video game continuity, children just cannot exist. So, like...
I don't know, there's Alice and Sherry and, there's kids.
I immediately went back to Dead Space.
So, yeah, no.
Was it Dead Space? It's something Space. I'm pretty sure it's Dead Space.
Serious, though.
Dead Space, yeah. No.
Infants. Little exploding infant.
Real talk here. The zombies come. We go take the Kevlar.
Bruno would actually survive Dead Space.
That's a whole other video.
Like, I'm just saying. Humans can't bite through Kevlar. Teeth would break.
I can bite through my own pinky.
Okay, but Kevlar is totally different. We can't even bite through leather properly.
Yeah, no, like, you don't even need, like, you can just get full riot gear.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm just gonna go steal police gear, well, freaking gear up, and how are they doing anything if nothing can bite me? I'm duct taping everything down.
Unfortunately, that requires you to get through the police force first, so I'm not...
That requires the police force to have the balls to stay instead of deserting.
Yep, Resident Evil 2 and 3, the police station is completely desecrated.
So... All jokes aside, because I want to stretch this out and actually make a video out of it, we're barely past the 5-minute mark.
I mean, are we dedicated to Resident Evil, or are you switching it out?
No, but stay on one.
We can stay on Resident Evil.
Okay.
So I'll just decide about how we are dying. My plan would be a simple barricade myself in as long as it takes, and then when I find out that it's really getting out of the city. Can we get out of Raccoon City before the nuke is dropped on us?
Okay, so if we're on a time crunch like, if we're dropping us there, and we just kind of collectively have our crap, like, right? How are we playing this universally? Like, we're just being dropped into Raccoon City, and it's a time crunch. Survive the epidemic, escape the nuke.
Yep.
Okay. Teacher, I'm gonna make this my 8th grade class again. Can I take my purse? Here, I was happy where I'm at.
Well, figure it out. We need a wider camera. You just need to get into Discord and we'll get your computer a camera. Fight me.
I mean, I'm just saying that is helpful. That gives us water. That gives us basic first aid. That gives us a lot of things. That even gives us a knife or two.
That gives us quite a, like, as far as me and her go, we're doing well. Like, in this exact situation, I'm not going to explain everything that we have, mainly because, like, guidelines and restrictions, and this is just some casual content. I think we would do pretty well initially. I think I'd have to join Josh in the idea that it would be, like, an initial first wave, like, you'd want to be more defensive and barricaded.
But yeah, I'm going to agree with Brad on this one. Like, if we just got dropped into Raccoon City, just woke up one day and that's where we're at, you know, we have all of our stuff, the insulin factor is not going to be an issue for me. Green screen.
Don't worry, Josh. Even if it was, I'll find a horse and I'll figure it out. That's where we used to get insulin from. I'll figure it out.
Yeah, no. But, like, I keep a readily supply of all my diabetic stuff. So, it's not going to be an issue for me. Because I just have to survive long enough to get out of the city.
I mean...
The real problem is how do we get out of the city? The Stewart Way is probably going to be our only best bet, and granted, I don't really want to go delving into the sewers, but
I'll take sewers to zombies.
I respectfully feel like outside of you, the three of us are getting away via, like, our secondary and Bruno's main source of transportation.
Bicycles!
Yeah, we're fucking... I've got my... You know what's in my damn closet. I've got an effective amount of reach. It might get jammed and lost within the first 1 or 2 zombies, sadly, but... yeah, we're probably just kind of push plowing ourselves through it so long as there's not an absolute, like, swarm right there.
Yeah. You know, like I said, though, it really just is going to come down to the fact that Raccoon City did send in, or Umbrella did send in its own private militia to quarantine off the city. Like, it set up barricades. It fully did up until the nuke was dropped.
Well, what's the time frame between exposure to barricade setup?
About a week.
I feel like systematically I'd probably be one of the fast, like, I'd be the 50-50 shot because I would be trying to make my move within that first week. Like, again, that initial first wave of chaos is kind of what you're trying to avoid, which probably is still that first week, you know. But there's enough time between the first wave of initial chaos to that barricade being set up because the chaos has to be known, right? Like, the knowledge of shit falling the fuck apart has to be spread.
Yeah.
So,
the initial outbreak, it was like, because the virus got leaked into the water, so certain people turned. Then the homeless were
fucked.
getting attacked,
What?
and it was
it's in
just
the water supply.
Okay, but we just went randomly with our stuff. We just showed up there, and that means we've got our own water.
I mean, bottled water was effective to get rid of it, but essentially it was the reports that there were a lot of cases of assault and aggravation
Wait a
from
minute.
the initial outbreak.
Quick question. If it's in the water supply, is the sewer even safe?
No, you're not drinking sewage water.
But your
Yeah,
skin
no,
is your
it-
largest organ, and you absorb things through your skin.
Oh no, John, you take it
It-
out.
it-
It was in the sewers.
It came down to the rats. It infected the water supply, and the rats got infected,
Okay,
and
but there would
then
also be
started
rats in the sewer.
spreading that way, if I remember the old games correctly.
So I think
But
I don't know if I want to go in the sewer.
you know, but yeah, no. Even in my place, like, I am armed well enough without having a firearm, you know, to hold up. I have a stick with a nut on it that literally I can hit against concrete and not break the damn thing.
I've done it.
I'd prefer not to use a firearm if at all possible, anyways, because that's just very noisy and gonna attract attention. And I'm gonna have a limited supply of ammunition, and ammunition's heavy to carry. I'd prefer not. Like, that's a last resort.
You and I are so backwards on that because that's primary. That's first thing. I'm expending all of that. Why? Because it's less to carry.
I'd prefer, if I was going to carry the weight and wanted long range, I would prefer either a slingshot or a bow.
But mine's also a time perspective thing because if this is one of those rotting zombie, like, it's not just one of your books where we can cure ourselves and whatnot, like our bodies physically start to decay. I would want the heavier hitting objects first for the less malleable squidgies. Once the softer targets got softer, swinging a bat at them and completely just melon.
So,
No.
in
Why?
the original, like, it wasn't so much as a undead, just infected. They were still living people. So a body shot, it took a lot more, but because they were able to shrug off the pain, but enough bodily damage to them did end up killing them off. The only thing where I see us having any form of issue is the special variants like the hunters and the tyrants.
That's again, we're pressing time restraints there though, because if I'm more than likely wrong. Comment down below, correct us if we are, but that all took time. Like, they're not just immediately there, unless you're counting the one dude who injected himself with the fucking virus and.
You know, they dropped the lickers, the hunters, and a little bit later on. But it's those special variants that I would see if we weren't able to get immediately out of the city before the barricades went up. That's where we'd have our issue. Is all the special
That would be a
variants
heavy
like
pain
the
in the butt.
lickers, like the hunters and the tyrants themselves. Nemesis isn't going to go after us because not one of us is part of the police force or the special
Stars.
assault. We're not stars.
Stars.
So we're not going to be targeted by Nemesis at all. we may have to deal with Umbrella's personal army, but even then, probably not. So I think we have a fair. I think honestly we have a fair shot at win or surviving this.
I'm still on end about it. I'm not saying we wouldn't like not survive, but there'd be a lot of luck into us escaping. That's where it would come down to.
Yeah, I think it'd really come down to figuring out how we get out. Like, if we could effectively come up with a plan to get out in time.
See, this is where we need to learn how to fly a helicopter.
See, this is where Sarai's anxiety and stuff comes in handy because, like, 12 hours before anything's going wrong, I'm gonna be like, this day feels really fucked. We should, like, go do something. And you guys are gonna be like, what are you talking about? I'm like, I don't know, but, like, I cannot stand being around people today. I can't stand being in town today. Let's go out in the woods or something. And Sarai is gonna demand that we leave because there's just something wrong and I know it.
Yeah, and you know, I think my thing would be like, as soon as there's that moment of, oh, there's like over 100 cases of people just brutalizing other people for no reason out of nowhere.
I'm out of here.
Get out of town really quick, like, you know.
I might leave town just because there was 100 cases of COVID reported or something. You tell me there's 100 cases of people spontaneously just brutalizing other people. I'm out. I'm gonna go find something else to do.
I'm out. Like, straight up, I'm gone.
I'm not feeling humanity today.
So are we surviving our way out of Resident Evils 1 through 3? Yeah, kind of sounds like we would.
Yeah, I honestly think that of any real odd post-apocalyptic universe, Resident Evil is our bread and butter of surviving. Like, we're all slightly unhinged enough to and prepped up with stupid, weird things that we just happen to collect because we find them interesting that would keep us going.
Weird knowledge that we just happen to have because we're that kind of people.
You know, I think we have a good shot.
Tell me again, Bruno. How many swords do you have in your house?
Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4.
Okay, we're already all armed just in that count. We are dual wielding at this point.
We're quad wielding. We've got one between our legs, one in our mouth. We're fucking.
No, the question is on Bruno's sword, and this actually is a defining factor. Are they replica, or
No.
are they battle ready?
Only 3 aren't good to use because one doesn't have a good blade. The other, or one that is a pair, can and be grinded to make sure they have an edge, and the other one just doesn't have an edge.
Okay.
Okay, but how many we got here?
I'm gonna do this here.
Close to 30.
Okay, so we are arming the child.
Battle ready. Out of that scabbard, it is sharpened. It is full sword steel Damascus pattern. It is battle ready to go. It is just a prop replica. It is just a prop replica. Can I sharpen them? Yes. Am I going to? No. But get over here. Fully functional axe. Yes. Fully functional club. Yes.
I could do this random here. Let's see.
Fully functional turkey finger.
Yeah.
Yes, I have
We're good, we're
a
good.
weapon.
And those
Yeah,
are
we
the
figured it out.
Nice with that too. So yes, we are golden.
So yeah, I have prop weapons. I have a few that I can arm myself with no problem. The axe is a fireman's head axe. Like, it was an axe from a fire axe. It has a pick on the back. I am good. I am fully good. Like, yeah, I collect blades. I like blades. But I also
Amanda
have
Culture.
a drawer
I don't know what.
full of random knives and poking thingies for no reason.
This be the last one. Okay,
yeah.
so enough with the elbow to fingertip contest here, gentlemen. Yeah. Do we think we're surviving Raccoon City? Kind of. I don't think the escape's going to go very well, but I think we're doing well. I don't think we're escaping the nuke, gentlemen. I'm sorry. I don't see it working out. We either get taken out midway or we... Alternatively, again, it is one of those, we have that stupid sixth sense. There's a reported case of 100 cases of people just going absolutely stupid. And hey, we should leave. So yeah, we're surviving.
Alright, I'm out of here.
You guys go ahead and leave a comment down below. Like the channel, subscribe. Like the video, subscribe to the channel, leave a comment. See you guys in the next video, unless these gorgeous idiots have something else to say.
Nah, you all take care. Yes.